Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Classroom Setup Day 2. If you are new to my channel, my name is Emily. I'm a second-year first grade teacher. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining us. I love classroom setup time. It's like a teacher's Christmas, getting all the new stuff and putting everything together. So I'm really glad you decided to come on by and join me. I've got quite a few things to bring in today, just a few things. I'm going to start slowly kind of bringing stuff in and storing it in the classroom so it's not taking up space in my closet. It is about 8:40 now. I'm going to start heading out to the classroom. I do have 2 tutoring sessions today. They're both just a half hour, so we'll have plenty of time in between to get the classroom going. So I'm in the classroom and I'm going to put a few things up on the whiteboard just to see how it looks. I know I'm going to have to take it down just because of when they put the smartboard up, but let's put a few things up there. I really like how the shelves look, and it's also a good spot to store my pointer. And then I use the little pen holder because my Expo markers wouldn't fit in there to hold the little smiley faces for our reward jar. So that's what that's looking like, and I'll probably put the date right above there. I don't know if I'm going to use my magnetic calendar that I used last year, if I'm just going to write the date up there. I'm kind of thinking just write the date because I'm losing whiteboard space, but we'll see. So I'm charging the new pencil sharpener and sharpening my pencils. You guys, look at how sharp they get. These are also the pencils that have that silly thing. Now this one here, I sharpened in my regular pencil sharpener, but let me show you guys how it works. So you know those annoying pencils with like the overlay? You just stick it in, pops right out when it's done, and the pencil gets seriously so sharp. And look, there's no like peeling of the overlay. I'm finally getting around to laminating the number line, which is going to be like the biggest task, and I'm not even halfway through. It's 100, it goes up to 120 because that's the first grade standard. But I also went ahead and printed their tap it, map it, zap it's and hundreds charts so I can start stuffing the little pocket folders I bought for them this year. And I also need to laminate our church attendance sheet so that way that is just all ready to go. I am really starting to check stuff off on this like to-do list here. I want to dig out my hot glue gun and hot glue the clothespins on there. And then other than that, it's just a lot of like furniture stuff that I can't do. I might start organizing over there because it's just a hot mess. And now that I have access to that whole area, I think I'm going to start organizing it a bit. So I'm getting all of our sound cards put into the filing cabinet here. So each unit, I will also, once I find out where I put the memory cards, put the memory words for each unit in a little folder. And I think that'll keep it organized a lot better than last year. We also found out that the end of July is when our carpet is getting replaced, which is good because I have pre-filmed up until then, because that'll kind of put a pause on everything. So I'm glad I pre-filmed some videos. Like classroom setup will start going then, so that way we can probably finish up classroom setup and everything once the carpet is replaced. So I'm going to keep stuffing this with these things. I'm also laminating the number line. I cannot sit still and laminate. Like I have to be doing other things or else I'll go nuts. And just if I just sit and laminate. So these are all done. Not every unit has memory cards, so I did leave some blank, but they all do have these sound cards. So that is all done in there. Writing folders are good. I'm gonna have to go through that and just pull pull out some stuff, and then this is gonna need to be cleaned out and labeled. I don't even know what's in here. Oh my goodness, we're so far back. Okay. The math binders are all done. I'm so excited. They look so good. And I think up here, I'm gonna just store like all of my binders. So that's my sub binder. This is school information. This binder here is empty and it already has a bunch of tabs in it. So I think I'm gonna make this my like master copies. But for now, all the binders are gonna be stored up there, and I'm currently going through this cabinet just to see what can go. So I'm really excited that all 3 of these bins fit nicely down here, but behind, I created a mess. So I need to clean that up right away. So I have all of our whiteboards there, which I think I'm gonna stick a label on all 3 of our bins with our books, our 2 bins for our books for super kids and extra stuff. I've got my cookie trays for magnet letters and extra clipboards, and I think that's all that needs to go in the ELA cabinet. So I'm really happy with that. This cabinet is already pretty organized with all of our science stuff. I mean, I don't think it's gonna get more organized than that, but I am gonna put our social studies bin right there and then move math somewhere else. So the math cabinet is now done. I have all of our math games in here, my curriculum, extra stuff, all of the tubs. I should have put the labels on the side, but whatever, who cares? So the math cabinet is done. I do feel like my classroom is a bigger mess than what it ever has been, but I feel like that's just part of classroom setup. But all of these cabinets are empty, so I think I'm gonna make this the curriculum cabinet. The middle and on will do like extra supplies and art stuff, I think, because then once I clear the recess cabinet, I can throw my religion stuff and anything else I need in that cabinet. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We are back in the classroom. I did put the camera down and just got like really overwhelmed by the mess I made. So I just wanted to sit and clean it, but I wanted to show you guys what I did. So these cabinets are all done. I cleaned out all of the writing folders. Oh, you can't see. And then if you remember, this drawer was full of stuff. I cleaned this out and I have all of our folders in here to put assessments in. And then conference files are also cleaned out and ready to go. So I have a ton of leftover file folders, a ton of these left, and I did kind of just clean all this up. Over here is still quite a mess, and I still have a ton of this stuff out, so I think we're gonna kind of tackle over here today. A lot of stuff, obviously, like I have to keep on the counter because the room has to be packed up, but I think what I'm gonna do is move most of these desks over there so I can like actually get into these cabinets still and still have a functional classroom. But the cabinets are looking good. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna put up there yet. And then this cabinet looks pretty good. I stuffed all of their pocket folders. So they have the Tappet Zappets. That is all good. That is just holding my outdoor bulletin board stuff. I've got our art curriculum. And then this cabinet is pretty bare. I've got a ton of extra file folders. I have like old classroom decor, other laminated stuff right here, which I think I'm just gonna move. Put it like that so it doesn't fall. And then I was thinking about actually taking this bin out because this is tape and stuff. And then that way, this stuff has a place to go. I did cross a few things off of my to-do list last night at home. Like I made our syllabus, so I can cross that off. New schedule is created. I did already do the hundreds chart and pockets, and then I did make our class dojo, but I can't add kids into it yet because I don't have our full roster, just the projected. So I am marking a few things that will be like August projects. which I can't believe August is next month. I am going to start making master copies. Like I'm going to start with the first 2 weeks in August. And then for like task cards and morning bins that I have, I bought a pack for each month. I'm going to print the first month, and then at the end of each month, I'll go and print the next month, just so I'm not overwhelmed with doing it right now. But there are a few things that I want to get done today that I thought of last night, so I'm going to write those down. So today I want to finish laminating the number line. I want to start sorting the crayons. I am going to take down the alphabet so when they come to mount the smart board, it doesn't get ruined. So I'm going to take that down. And then the today I never centered last year, and it just like sat like that. So I'm going to move it all the way over so there's not that big gap. And then I want to create table numbers and then print August task cards and morning bin. My first tutoring session doesn't start until 10 o'clock. It's about 9:15 right now. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do today because we also have a training to do from 11:30 to 3, but it's on Zoom, so I feel like I could probably get a few things done here and there, especially like laminating and cutting stuff out. So I'm gonna go and print what I need to print, so that way that's done, and then all the other stuff we'll get to eventually. Printing everything took so much longer than I thought it was gonna take. I'm finally done sending everything to the printer. I don't think I'm gonna have time to laminate anything before tutoring starts, but I will show you everything once I go grab it. Thankfully though, I did get all of the printing done, so during the training, I can just sit and laminate and cut, and then hopefully the half hour between tutoring and with the time the training starts, I've got a half hour between. Hopefully I can at least get the alphabet taken down today and move over the today. So even if I don't get to sorting the crayons, I can always take those home and do it too. But I'm just glad printing is almost done. So I just finished up with tutoring, and now it's gonna be just getting these laminating sheets in. But I wanted to show you guys everything that I went ahead and printed. So these are the table numbers I made. I tried to match them as best I could to the number line, but I just have 6 tables, and then I went ahead and made some for my different small group bins. So I have a blue group, green group, yellow, and red. Made some more labels, kind of got started on the indoor recess stuff. And I made one for the geo boards because I don't have those. I thought the labels that I got at Target were gonna fit on my little organizers, but they're too big. So I'm just gonna laminate and tape them just like I did last year. And then I printed out all of the centers or the first couple of centers that we're gonna do. I don't know if I'll get to this today. This is not a priority like right now, classroom setup wise, and I can always have my wonderful classroom aide do it for me when she is back at work. I also did stick my magnet dots on the back of my voice levels, so let's go put those on the whiteboard now. I think I'm just gonna stick them right underneath here. I feel like that's a good spot for them. Maybe they'll be too big, I don't know. All right, so that's how they're looking. I think they look pretty cute. And then I can just move the arrow down or over. But yeah, the whiteboard's coming along together really nicely. But the table numbers are really cute. I did trim them down quite a bit, and then I just used Velcro dots to kind of stick it on there. But I think they're looking really cute, so I'm excited. These are the caddies I had last year, same brand, obviously just a different color. These are what I'm going to be using for my small groups. I have way more of these, than I will small groups, but I'm just gonna put those labels on there eventually. But it is time to hop on my training now, so I will check in with you guys when I'm done.
And this is a really big one because, first of all, there's a lot of little things, especially for your upper elementary kids, that might not feel like...
So still in training, but I am putting new stickers. Before I would just Sharpie on the thing, but I have these stickers this year to put their numbers on. So these will be our word sort boxes. And I also went ahead, I did end up ordering new little pouches because if you saw in my classroom haul, the other ones I had were too big. So I got smaller ones and I just put their numbers on there. I have 24 of those and I think 24 of these. And I think that's what I'm projected to have. Now, if I end up going up to 25, I'll just go to the store and like buy one more of each thing rather than ordering a whole other pack. But I'm just gonna sit and label these stickers. I probably won't be able to do all of them to have matching colors, but oh well. My favorite hack for getting Sharpie off of stuff is the Expo marker hack. You just cover the whole thing in Expo marker and wipe it away. This one's gonna need another pass.
When they start at school, typically start with these types.
Good morning, everyone. Happy day 3 of classroom setup here. I'm heading into the classroom now. 2 tutoring sessions today, so let's just see how much we can get done. I actually am kind of enjoying having tutoring in my classroom June throughout August because it's giving me time to just slowly work on things and just really work on things. Whereas if you were around or if you went and watched my classroom setup from last year, the previous teacher left quite a bit of mess, and I'm grateful for all the things she did leave behind, but there was just such a mess, and I felt like I had to spend so much time cleaning things out and just going through things that I didn't get to truly make the classroom what I wanted it to be. So that's what I'm doing this time around, and I'm really excited about it. So let's head out to the classroom and get going for day 3. All right, so we're back. I wrote a to-do list for myself to do before I left yesterday. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do before tutoring is move today over because I didn't get to it yesterday. So I just wanna move it over just a little bit so it fills in that gap there. So let's do that right now. All right, that looks much better. I might print out like a period or an exclamation mark or something, but I think it just looks better like that. So we can go ahead and cross that off the list. I think I am gonna just take down the alphabet right now since I'm over here. I got the staple remover, so let's do that. All right, that took like no time at all, which is great. And perfect timing because my lovely laminator that works overtime, I'm gonna laminate our class rules so I can make that bulletin board today. So I did get all of those laminated, but we are taking a pause because I'm trying to figure out cheer uniforms for next year. We're hopefully getting some new ones, but I have to go in and look at them. So first tutoring session went great. I wanted to clean out these 2 boxes here with my desk stuff just because I had a lot of stuff in and on my desk and I just don't want that this year. And plus I'm moving so I could use the boxes. So this has a lot of extra supplies that I'm gonna put in our extra supply cabinet, and I have no idea what's in that one yet. So I'm gonna put all of these erasers in this little thing right here. I have a couple in the pencil bucket, but these are like fresh erasers, so I want to preserve these a little bit. And then in the bottom here, I just have these little coloring hooks. These are all mechanical pencils. I see a couple of my pens in here, and I've got Sharpies in there, so I'm just going to keep all of this in here and just set this little cup. I actually got this at Goodwill last summer. Super cute little pen holder. And then in here is extra masking tape. This is for my little sign. This glue stick is dried out, and I already have a little thing for push pins, so one more thing cleared out. I'm going to start looking through this other box here, which is a lot of junk is what I feel like. Another extra clipboard. This I'm going to put, oh good, okay. So this is the first day of school sign. I have the last day of school sign over here somewhere. Little marker. There's just so much garbage in here. I don't even know what this can all go. I don't want it. It can go in the garbage. This is my mint jar. The kids last year would get like a mint or a Jolly Rancher before any tests. I got 3 extra name tags. Those I do want to keep. Oh, this sign is really cute. I got it at Walmart randomly towards the end of last year. It says, "Welcome to our garden." I'm going to put it in the hallway above our little mirror. A ton more expo markers. These containers actually go on the side of my little rolling cart, so I'm going to pull those out and leave them right there. Another eraser. Oh my goodness. An endless amount of notebooks and planners, which I'm not complaining about. These are extra. I only have a few extra little pick bands that go on chairs, so I gotta find a spot for those. Popsicle sticks for our counting the days of school. I'm gonna put that in my electronic basket here. And then I think, oh yes, more Post-it notes. And I think the rest of this is probably trash. Yeah. So my plan right now is to take all of the indoor recess stuff and either put it in or on this and then roll it out into the hallway. And that way I can finish putting my stuff in the cabinets. So these bins, yeah, should just slide. I don't care to have it organized right now. I just want it in there so that way I can put the religion stuff in this cabinet. Oh boy, I have a lot more stuff than I realized. So the cabinet's empty. I am gonna put my religion stuff in here. And then because religion only has one bin, I have this bucket right here of like seasonal stuff and old classroom decor. Like I've got my Polar Express Day stuff in here. And then I figured for now, or actually I'll put our top, and then I figured I could put all of like the extra like baskets that I'm obviously not going to be using right now. I can put these in there, and then they're out of the way. Okay, and then I have all of these extra like file folders that I don't have at home that I think are just gonna live in here for who knows how long, probably forever. And I'm gonna just throw my extra notebooks in here in one of these little baskets. All of these extra little caddies that I have. And what else can I put in here? All right, so I got all that stuff in there. I do have a bunch of teacher books that I don't know where I'm gonna put yet. I might just throw them on the counter, but this is all cleared off. So now I can get up here and hang our classroom rules and stuff up. This basket here is called, I don't know what I'm doing with any of this stuff yet. So it's gonna live here. So I'm gonna take the small group buckets and put the different colored markers in there for each group. So like my green group will get green markers. I should have enough for, maybe not. Some of them might have to get black, but that's okay. That's okay. It's really hot in my classroom, so I think I'm gonna take a little lunch break and work on some cheer stuff just so I can get the uniforms ready to go, because on the to-do list, we just have to hang up the class rules and organize the science bins. And maybe, I still don't know where I'm going to put my tens frames, so I might hold off on that. But I've got about 35-ish minutes until my next tutoring session. So I'm going to take a little lunch break, and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. So let's go ahead and get all the class rules set up now. And I actually forgot I brought in my little label maker that me and my mom just bought, or my mom just bought. So I'm gonna label all of the extra supply bins as well. And then I think after that, we're gonna do the science cabinet, because I thought about it and I don't like it. So I wanna organize it. So here's what it's looking like. It is absolutely not at all perfect, and there's definitely like a glare, so I might have to get that spray or whatever, but it's good enough for now. They probably won't even look at it. So we can cross that off the list, and I think I'm gonna cross off the tens frames for now. I still just don't know what I want to do with them. I have 20, and I want to put them around the math board, but it doesn't exactly fit. I don't know. I have these two sticky hooks, and I already did the back math wall for anchor charts. So now I'm going to do the front wall by the Super Kids board, because I mainly do anchor charts for ELA and math, but I'm going to space it out. So I just kind of hook it through the top of my anchor chart thing, and then I'll line it up on the wall and peel the sticky off. And then that way, when I go to hang up an anchor chart, it's already all good. honestly looking really good. Have a really nice head start. Obviously, once the furniture is all moved around and like other decor is up, like I still have more stuff to put on the walls. I have stuff to bring in to decorate with the libraries. Once desks are in place, it's gonna feel a lot more complete. But I think this is a really good head start to classroom setup. So the last thing I'm gonna do before I head out, and it's this cabinet right here. So I didn't use these books last year, but I definitely think I'm gonna incorporate them into small groups, and I can do it by color because my small groups are green, blue, yellow, and red. So obviously like the harder level is going to be my red group. I think it's the purple book, but it'll be nice to kind of be able to use these and work on, like, it's got vocab in the back, it's got a ton of stuff. So I'm really excited to start incorporating these books because I have a ton for every use. Here's how we're looking. It looks so much better, and I don't know why I split up the stem bins like to begin with. So they all are right here, and I have our little earth model, and then curriculum bin, all of my manuals. It looks like a lot, but for some reason I have 2 of each manual, some extra activities for lights and sound, social studies bin, dictionaries, and this bucket will just go right here. But I think this looks so much better than before. So that is it for this portion of classroom setup. We will be back with part 3, and hopefully part 3 will be the last. I feel like I've done so much, but we're gonna take a little break, let them get in there, clean, replace the carpet, and then we'll put all the final touches on the classroom. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any suggestions on anything you think I should do, let me know down below because I'm always open to new suggestions. I also want to say thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. I've been having a lot of fun, so I'm really glad that you have decided to come join me. So if you're just seeing this video, I hope you liked it, and I hope you subscribe and stick around for some more.